Lawyers representing a Texas death row inmate at the center of a shaken baby syndrome case say their fight is far from over. Good evening, I'm Clarice Tinsley. A judge Wednesday set an October 16th execution date for Robert Roberson, that doesn't leave much time for his attorneys to get an appeal through the legal system. Fox 4's Alex Boyer has more on options they may explore. Alex.
Hi, Clarice. You know, there's a lot of detail about the next steps in this case that I really couldn't elaborate on in my story yesterday due to TV time constraints. As of today, Robert Roberson's legal team has 89 days to try and find a way to save his life. His team wants a new trial, claiming that the evidence used to convict him was, as you mentioned, junk science. They also say that they have new medical evidence to present. Roberson's lead attorney tells me that that process is much more difficult now that a judge has set that new execution date. So you may recall on Wednesday, visiting Judge Austin Reeve Jackson set a new execution date for Roberson's on October 16th at 6 p.m. Reeve Jackson said while he understood an appeal for a new trial was outstanding, he said that there was really no legal basis why he should not honor the state's request to set a new execution date. Now that a date is in place, Roberson's attorney says that move automatically triggers next steps that she believes could create issues. Take a listen.
Access is very, very limited for lawyers when their clients are on death row as it is. You have to schedule phone calls. For instance, I tried to get a phone call so that I could talk to my client after today. The soonest date they could give me was July 30th. Well, by then I'll already be there to see him, which is also something you have to arrange. So it doesn't get easier. It certainly gets harder, and then all of the other things that he has to worry about, like preparing for this potentiality. As I mentioned in the courtroom, he is now part of this pilot program where he spends much of his day out of solitary confinement with other inmates, unshackled. And even before he was chosen as one of the first 12 to be part of this program, they allowed him to be unshackled in the chapel, praying with lawmakers.
So that was attorney Gretchen Sween, and she says that all changes now. Roberson will have to go back to spending nearly all of his time in solitary confinement, chained up. Now, all of that, of course, is a little consequence to family members who do believe that Roberson is guilty of killing his 2-year-old daughter, Nikki Curtis, and are counting the days until he's executed. Clarice.
Alex, what sort of legal challenges or options does Roberson's team intend to pursue in the coming days?
Yeah, it's a good question. So the big question right now is, will the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals grant the defense's motion for a new trial? If so, obviously, Roberson's execution date will be void. In the short term, though, the defense can move for what's called a stay on Judge Reeve Jackson's ruling, meaning his order won't be enforced since the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals is already considering the case. But Clarice, as of right now, that hasn't happened.
All right, you're going to keep us posted.
I will.
Alex, thank you.